Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being loyal to our weekly show. Today we host Basile Degrave and Rémi Peltier, representative of Majik Water and Hydraulique Without Borders, two organizations which work to give water access to people in need. Basile, if I understood correctly, Majik Water is actually searching for an engineer to help them in their development. Your organization developed a system to extract water from moisture in the air. You began with a simple product based on a cold plate to condensate water. And now you are designing a new one, a more efficient one. Because thanks to solar energy and filters, you are able to harvest much more water from the air. I looked at it, and indeed, it is quite an interesting project. And so, Basile, do you want to add something?
Hello. First, I wanted to thank you for inviting me to this TV show. Indeed, Majik Water is developing machines that can harvest water from the air. And the company is creating a solution to a big issue of the 21st century, which is the access to water in some dry areas, especially in Africa. There are many social issues surrounding this subject, and our product could be a glimmer of hope.
Thank you for the details, but still I don't get why you need engineers and technical help in the project.
The place of the engineers has always been important in our company, even if we still don't have engineering employees working directly for us. We're now looking for some engineers because Majik Water is starting to develop, expand significantly, and we want to develop our R&D branch in order to develop even more evolved and advanced prototypes. The more the company works on technical issues, the more important the place of the engineers will be. But engineering isn't only concerned by R&D. In Majik Water, we already depend a lot on engineers, even though we don't yet have engineering employees. We're collaborating with other companies at many levels, which all attribute an important place to engineers. In particular, for logistics, maintenance, production, we subcontract the production of our machines, for example, the communication, eventually installation, etc. Even a product that in the appearance has no technical stakes requires a large amount of engineering work behind, more or less directly involved.
Okay, thank you, Basile. I understand now. Engineers are the key to studying and improving a project, to bringing it alive. I think Hydraulics Without Borders can also give us more information about this aspect of a project. Hi, Rémi, can you tell us about your organization?
Hi. Hydraulique Without Borders is a non-profit association that is specialized in water and sanitation. We have driven projects to build a drinking water supply in poor areas of Africa since 1990.
Oh, I see. And how is an engineer's technical background needed?
There are many aspects in the work we accomplish. Obviously, the first place, there is social work. All the projects begin from a demand from the village chief or local representatives. And then studies are conducted to specify what exactly are the needs by asking the population, the future users of the installations for what they expect. And there is also the accompaniment of the project in the long term, helping to create a management committee to manage all the installations that we have built and to ensure that everything stays clean and well maintained, to guarantee it will work for as long as possible. And then there is the technical part of the work. The social research has to be completed by area studies, ground studies, and by collecting a lot of technical data to have a practical knowledge of the needs. And then the specifications of the projects have to be written as the mission statement, for example. And here are involved the engineers. They are also needed to dimension the hydraulic installations and to manage the work done by not to manage the realization of the project. And because a part of the work done by our engineers is to make a situational analysis of the water access in the area, our data could be useful to other associations or enterprises that needs this analysis. And so we can provide those data if the values of the project are the same as ours. And so a society like Majik Water that is working on a water access project could ask us to benefit the work that was done by our engineers.
Okay, great. We have seen now why engineers are so important in our society. Their capacities are useful to bring alive projects, which can resolve major issues like water access we talked about, especially when a technical aspect is implied. Thank you both for being here today. You have brought us a lot of interesting information. Dear listeners, next time we will talk about access to healthcare in the world. See you there.